We know musicians to be very creative people and insightful. They're also unique. They don't come much more unique than Johnny Britt. He's a fascinating individual that I hope one day you get a chance to meet, because I know you've certainly heard his music, and now you need to know more about the man behind the sound. My name is Mike Terry. I'm here today with a sensational artist and a great musician, great guy. His name is Johnny Britt, and he is one of the most fun albums, I think, of it. Still breaking everywhere, Marvin Meets Miles. Johnny, how are you?
Oh, Mike, thank you so much. I'm doing fantastic. I'm just so excited to be here with you and to share what a fabulous year it's been.
Well, let's talk again about Marvin Meets Miles. Now, as you look back at the concept, how it worked, how it came together, and the reaction from people, because you are talking about two very iconic music personalities.
The idea came to me a couple years ago, and it was just, I don't even know where it came from. It just kind of just dropped in my spirit, you know, Marvin Meets Miles. And I know the reason that it happened is because I am highly influenced by Marvin Gaye as a vocalist. And I'm also highly influenced by Miles Davis as a trumpet player. I sing and I play trumpet. I wondered what it would sound like if Marvin and Miles performed together. It had never been done in the studio or live. And I just imagined what would it be like. And I just kind of put myself in that frame of mind. Going back to the concept, the original concept was for like a jazz trio. It really turned out to be like Marvin Gaye's thing, but with Miles Davis in Miles's band. And in the song Trouble Man, we interwoven So What in there. You know what I'm saying? And real cool. But it's Marvin Gaye. Imagine Miles Davis, you know, hitting it a little bit with it.
How about that?
That's what it is. Some of the songs, I'll start with that original concept of Miles in the concert hall with the spotlight on him and him just doing his muted thing. And then, you know, the band comes in with whatever song. I let music happen.
Okay.
I don't really think about it that much. It happens. And this album happened. The feeling that I had at the moment when I was doing like What's Going On, it's just a feeling that comes over me in that moment to arrange it how I arranged it, to have Miles here and have Marvin here. What's Going On, it just happened. Let's Get It On, you know, I play piano and I was just messing with it. Oh, you know, and it happened. I Want You, it just happened. You Sure Love the Ball, which was the very first song that I recorded.
Right.
And it was funny because when I recorded You Sure Love the Ball, you know, I'm influenced by Marvin. Let me see how this sounds.
Okay, yeah.
And actually, everyone loved it. You Sure Love the Ball.
And it's not just this album, it's been a monster year for you in so many ways. The movies that you've had a chance to work on, now you actually had a visual in La La Land.
Yeah.
You're a trumpet player there in one of the scenes, but you're also working on movies like Hidden Figures, Dunkirk, Sandy Wexler, the movie that's coming out, Marshall.
Yeah, Marshall.
Boy, When It Rains, It Pours. How do you handle that workload?
You know, I'm a musician, and I've been doing this for a very long time, and this is what I've worked hard for to do over a number of years, you know, studying in the studios, live, etc. So, you know, I always have to be prepared. So basically, when I get the call, I'm ready to handle it. It just so happened for me, I've been on hit projects, and again, it's very rewarding to be on a hit, if it's in motion picture or if it's on record.
You have been on major labels like
Yeah,
Motown.
Motown Records, yes.
But now you're really an independent guy.
Absolutely.
Talk about the difference of having that freedom and the actual work that's involved to get your name out there.
Well, I have a record label called J Jams Records, and it is a new day. There's no way in the world that I could do this by myself.
Yeah.
I have an amazing team. The head person in my team is Danielle Holland, which helps spearheads everything that I'm doing. You know, from publicity, from social media to marketing to radio, everything that we have. It's a gradual climb, and I'm really enjoying the ride because we're really just starting, and we're really just beginning. And when you have good product, and when you've been doing it as long as I have, knowing how to be professional on the stage, off the stage, when you get on stage, you know, kill it on stage, being professional, it's really gratifying, and it's from all these years of experience of being on a record label that it has matured me to be able to do my own thing like we're doing right now.
Now, after all this time, trumpet, singing, does one or the other have your heart more than one or the other?
I'm asked that quite often, and it's very difficult for me to choose. Some people like my trumpet playing. They play your horn when they play the horn more than, you know, singing. I guess it's a great problem to have. I'm a natural singer. Singing is very, very easy to me. I think you're born with the gift. That's what I believe as a singer. Trumpet is the hardest thing in the world. It's the hardest thing that I do. So I would call myself an R&B jazz artist.
Talk about the future. What's next in line for you? The sky is the limit, but what's in the sky?
You know, one of the things that's in the sky is helping young people. I've been very blessed to study abroad. My son is studying abroad next year. Most kids, they don't have that type of opportunity to go to a university for music. So I do want to give back. My future is to give workshops, seminars, teaching. Maybe, who knows, I might take on a position somewhere to really help. But I think that you have to give back, and you have to keep this thing going, to keep the music going. I'm a firm believer in that, and that's one of the things in the future. But of course, like I said, I'm like a kid in a candy store right now, because I can do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it, however I want to do it.
I think the world can hardly wait. It's really been a pleasure. Thanks for being with me today.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Marvin Meets Miles. This is when Marvin meets Miles. This is when Marvin meets Miles. This is a song of a man that would change the scene with the sound of his horn. His name was Miles Davis. He would go down in history, the way he would play, the way he would play, the way he would play, the way he would play. This is when Marvin Meets Miles.